In a Twitter poll yesterday, the Panthers asked fans to choose the franchise GOAT, listing only Luke Kuechly, Julius Peppers, and Steve Smith. A glaring omission from that poll is Cam Newton, the franchise's all-time passing leader. In 2015, NFL MVP led Carolina to their second Super Bowl appearance. So, Shannon, how do you explain Cam being left off this list?
There's no explanation needed. It's bulljive. This is more egregious. Skip, you remember the Giants had a poll? Who was their best receiver of all time? And Odell, they left Odell off?
It's the same idea.
Thank you.
Yep.
Skip, I get it. You know, if you think this person, you retweet this, you like that and all. Skip, Cam has to be there. He's your only MVP. He's the only guy that's led your team to the Super Bowl.
That is correct.
And for you not to have him on there, this is pettiness at its highest proportion. I get it. He's moved on. Y'all guys want to move on. But you can't erase what the man has done. All these guys were great. Kuechly is great, all-American kid. Pep is from North Carolina. Two-sport guy at the University of North Carolina. Smitty, I know Smitty very well. Great receiver.
He was great. Big fan. But you know what? You got to put Cam in place of Steve Smith.
Yeah, he got to be on the... Skip, why not have four guys? Skip, and let the people choose. If you put it to a fan vote and says, okay, who's the GOAT? And if 10% say Cam and 50% say Kuechly or whatever, you can live with that. But just to omit the guy, really?
I think on Twitter, you're stuck with only three.
Yeah,
right?
because you could like, retweet, or whatever the other thing is.
Right.
But come on, Skip. You don't have to do it like that. You can just put it to a vote.
Would you have put him in place of Smitty?
He's their GOAT. The quarterback.
Well, he has to go. Somebody has to go out. Who would you replace? Julius Peppers, in his heyday, was a game wrecker and changer to me.
How many Super Bowls did he take him to?
Yep.
Cam is the GOAT.
There's only one.
Cam.
Okay.
League MVP is the highest honor. It's higher than Defensive Player of the Year. Cam was a Rookie of the Year also. All these guys, with the exception of Smitty, was a Rookie of the Year. Cam was also a Rookie of the Year. But Cam has had to receive the highest award.
He did.
Which was MVP. And he's taken a team to the Super Bowl. So for me, he has to be it.
Okay. So you're not going to take a stand on who you would replace?
Nah, Cam got to be Cam number one. You can replace all of them. Y'all don't care who you take out. Cam is number one in my book.
So your GOAT poll would just feature one guy?
No,
right?
Skip. I believe you should put it to let the fans. Okay, here are your four candidates. Who you like, and let the fans choose. Skip, but not to even have them to have a choice. They didn't even get a choice to like or retweet or whatever however they wanted to do it. Skip, they didn't even give them a choice.
So here's the bottom line and the takeaway. Something is up here. There's some bad blood going on here.
Yeah.
They're trying to erase the memory of Cam Newton, out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
He's not with us. He's against us. I don't know what happened, but something was going wrong there.
Right.
And remember, the GM who drafted him, Marty Herney, is still there.
Right.
He had a hiatus in there for Gettleman for a while, but he's still in power.
Right.
So something happened where he got alienated, and surely this crossed his desk where he had to sign off on, let's not even give them the choice of Cam.
Right.
We don't want to fan the flames anymore, right? Let's move on. Let's move away from Cam Newton.
Right.
So let's look at the scope of Cam's career, because your point is the most valid point. It doesn't really matter about the whole career, because it only matters he won the MVP and got them to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, he did not play well in that Super Bowl because they could not protect him.
Correct.
And he went down 6 times, thanks mostly to Von Miller. And he lost 2 fumbles and he threw an interception. And it was a long, hard day.
It was.
But I want to remind everybody, even though he had a QBR of 32 in that game, which is not very good, Peyton Manning was horrendous in that game and had a QBR of 9. 9? And they won the game 24-10.
I was at the game. It was pretty hard to watch.
It was hard to watch, but it was all defense all the time.
All defense.
Right?
Yep.
C.J. Anderson ran the ball. I think he had 90-some yards. So, okay, that worked, but Peyton was horrible, and Peyton benefited greatly from Von Miller,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay, so we know Cam had a long day. Some people didn't like the way he handled it after the game. I defended him on that. I didn't care. You know, it's like he was a bad loser, but show me a good loser. I don't know. I don't think anybody should be a good loser. But let's look at the scope of Cam's career, shall we?
Yes.
In my career, I have never seen a start like this start to this career. He goes to Arizona and throws for 422. And I thought, this is like the second coming. We've never seen anything like this before. Then he goes home and faces Aaron Rodgers and throws for 432. What? and then skip one more game to a game at Chicago. He throws for 374. Would you believe those are the 3 highest passing games of his whole career?
Yeah, he's never had another 400-yard game.
In 4 games. His 3 highest passing totals as a raw rookie came in his first 4 games in the NFL.
Right.
That's impossibly great. And it was so great, he couldn't live up to it. And then people kept saying, okay, so give me another 400.
I think the thing what really hurt Cam also, Skip, is that because Smitty was such a strong voice, Steve Smith Sr. was such a strong voice, and they wanted Cam to be the leader of the locker room, they removed him. But they took his best weapon away from him. Smitty was still, and remember, Skip, when he went to Baltimore, he still played exceptionally for 2-3 years.
He did. Love him.
And they removed that from Cam because they wanted Cam to be the front and center. But I agree with you, Skip. There's some bad blood that seemed to have happened. But you remember, Steve Smith left with bad blood. He and Marty Hurney, like, y'all didn't even give me the courtesy to tell me that, you were going to move on without me. But I think they reconciled somewhat. I meant to call Smitty and ask him about that. But, Skip, for them not to have, I'll give you an example, Skip. That would be how they going to have, like, there's probably some bad blood, but you can't have a poll if Tom Brady's not on it. Talking about Patriots. You can't have a poll if Peyton Manning's not on it in Indy. You can't. You can't let the bad blood and how it ended ruin the great years that was there. Tom had 20 great years. How it ended, okay, you didn't want it to end like that, but it did.
Yep.
So you're going to race 20 years. Peyton Manning had, 13, 14 years, and you're going to let it... Now, come on. The man had 9 years. All of them wasn't great, but come on now.
I get it. He wasn't a naturally gifted leader. I think Cam's more of a solo act, although he leads by deed. He leads by running over linebackers.
Correct.
That team would follow him.
Right.
And they did go 15-1 that year.
Correct.
Okay. And then we had the incident, I'm going to remind everybody, where he made the reference to the female reporter. He thought it was funny. She was asking him about routes. And it was just like a bad look.
Right.
And he lost his Dannon commercial endorsement over that. Something was going a little south where they were parting ways. And once they released him, then they want to release him from memory. It's like Odell. It's the same thing. Well, let's act like he never existed.
And remember, Skip, what he did? I mean, he had an accident. Somebody T-boned him.
They did.
He turned his truck over. Missed that week. The next week, he out there playing. He playing injured. He playing with the shoulders. Doing it all. And now this is what you get.
Well, as we keep talking about, he died for their cause.
Yes.
Yep.
This is what he gets it.
Okay, guys, the Browns are confident they can keep OBJ and Jarvis Landry happy. Both of them. We'll explain the details next.
No mercy.